Join us as we search Alaska and beyond for mysterious creatures, featuring Beans Baxter and Rob Roy Menzies. This is the Alaska Bigfoot Studies. Greetings all and welcome to the Alaska Bigfoot Studies. I am your host, Chuke. Well, things are really warming up here. It's been 37, 40 degrees here in south central Alaska. Things are starting to wake up. We're starting to see grass. Of course, we're going to get dumped on another 2 feet of snow sometime in March, I'm convinced. But I'm still very excited. We are planning out some amazing expeditions this year. I'm talking with Beans Baxter, Rob Roy Menzies, and members of the Cryptid Wilderness podcast. So a lot of fun stuff, but we had a discussion the other day talking about this missing 411. It's really interesting if you look at the numbers. There are a lot of people go missing in these national parks, but when you look at Alaska specifically, we've got the highest per capita missing people anywhere of any state. So it's actually pretty terrifying, and I will say that most of it is just due to the land. We have unforgiving weather and landscape here in Alaska. This earth will literally swallow you up and you'll never be seen again. That being said, I do think that there's a percentage of murders that happen because there's a lot of people, criminals or whatever, come up here to get away from the law, and then they're just out in the middle of nowhere. They have been known to prey on people. That's why I say always go prepared, whether you're out Bigfoot hunting or just exploring or hiking. Bring weapons with you and, have the ability to defend yourself and your friends and your family, because you never know what you're going to run into. So we've got humans preying upon humans, obviously wild animals, and then there is a percentage that it just is unexplained. I like thinking about that one group of people in Russia that, they discovered their bodies and they had been, it was really strange. They were taking their clothes off and just running out with no shoes. And it was just really bizarre how they found everything there. Now, here in Alaska, the one case that really makes me think was the Mount Marathon runner that went missing. So there's hundreds and hundreds of people involved with this race. It happens annually every year. People practice for it. It's near Seward, Alaska. And it was in the middle of this big race up and down this steep mountain that this guy just disappeared. And it's just the strangest stories. Now, there is some interesting theories that maybe he was going through a hard time and he just decided to take off. But even so, you'd think they would have found him. Now, there are a lot of places, I know for sure, going out and hunting in the mountains where, it's taken me hours sometimes to find my caribou just because there's little crevices and dips and you get disoriented. It's very hard to find things. When it comes to a missing person where you've got helicopters and airplanes looking for them, this case was just a little bit odd. You'd think they would have found some kind of sign of him, but it was just like he literally disappeared, and it was really odd. Now, when we talk about the mysterious and cryptids, I actually think there's a few other things that would take people before Bigfoot would, but in some of the hot spots of Bigfoot activity in Alaska, yeah, I don't think you want to wander there, out in the middle of the wilderness by yourself. I think you would have a higher chance in those areas of possibly being abducted by a Bigfoot, because as we know, the Port Chatham stories, some of the Bigfoot here in Alaska are not benevolent. They are mean creatures that don't have your best interests. If they come upon you, they can harm you, I believe, and kill you. So we have stories of Bigfoot dragging deer and animals, eating meat. So if Bigfoot's hungry, you're out in the middle of nowhere. I don't think it's beyond possibility that it might take a person and eat them. I don't think it's very common. I think in maybe some of these hot spots it may have happened, but I think more like shapeshifters, little people, all these other legends and stories of tricksters or just strange areas are more to blame for some of these disappearances, as well as just other people. But in the hot spots, I think you do have to be careful of Bigfoot and some of these Bigfoot hot spots. So let me know what you guys think. Just a short video today. We got some good stuff coming up in the next few weeks, and I'm excited to get back there into the field. So let me know what you guys think. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.